What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 ranking video. And today we're going to be ranking the careers in The Sims 3. Now, this isn't a comprehensive list of all the careers in the game, because for one, it doesn't include the part-time or the self-employed careers. So this is just like the careers that come with like the base game and expansion packs and stuff like that. So I have my 3 tiers. I have always use, which is pretty much self-explanatory. I kind of just always use that career when I play The Sims. I have sometimes use, and then I also have never use. And I'm gonna be just basing this on my own personal opinions on how often I use these careers. This is not like a statistical, which is the best or worst career in the game. I'm just going off of my opinion, okay? All right, and let me know, like, what is your most favorite or least favorite career to use in The Sims 3, because I want to know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first up, we have Acrobat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I sometimes use this one. I feel like I use the Singer and the Magician a lot more than I use Acrobat. I have nothing against this one. I feel like I just use Magician and Singer a lot more, but it works kind of like how the other Showtime professions work, where you just go around, you get tips, you get gigs, and you perform. So basically that's it. But I'm just gonna put this one in the sometimes used category. Next up, I think this one is supposed to be Art Appraiser, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've only had one sim to ever become an art appraiser. So in order to work at this profession, you have to max out the Rebel social group, and I've only ever had one sim become an art appraiser, and I've never really got that far into the career, so I don't really ever really play with this one that much. But let me know, do y'all ever play with it? It came with University. Do y'all ever use this one? Next up, we have the astronomy profession, and y'all, I'm gonna be real, I never use this one at all. I never really use a lot of the Into the Future stuff, and this job is like no exception to that. I think I've had one sim become an astronomer. There are some cool things about this career though. So for one, you have to learn the advanced technology skill, which I never really have my sims do. Also, when your sim gets to be like level 3, they can see if the stars will align, and there's like a 15% chance that they will be like a meteor shower if that happens, and I think that's kind of cool. Also, one of the upper branches of the profession, you can like search, your sims can accidentally search and find the end of the universe, which I have no idea what that means, but it's a thing that can happen in the game. So I think that's kind of cool, but I've never really used this one. Again, it's Into the Future. I never really use Into the Future, so like, do y'all ever use this one? Let me know. Next up, we have the Athletic. Y'all, I'm gonna put Athletic in the sometimes use. This one is a really, really cool career because you actually have to train for the games and stuff like that, and you have to meet up with teammates and get to know your teammates. I think it's really cool. It's a base game career. I've actually had a couple of sims do this one, and I think it's like one of the more unique base game careers in the game. I really like the Athletic career, y'all, but I just never really have that many sims do it. But whenever I do have my sims do it, I already know I'm gonna have a fun time. So I'm gonna put this one in the sometimes used category though. So next up, we have the daycare profession. I'm gonna put this one in the always used. I don't really get a chance to use it that much nowadays for YouTube and Twitch because I play on short lifespan, and for whatever reason, I think short lifespan kind of breaks it in a way. So like, you'll have sims that come in like the first couple days and then they just never come back, but I don't really know what that is. But in my own personal gameplay, y'all, I love this profession. I play this one so much. I'm a family simmer. I love playing around with a bunch of sims and having like a bunch of kids. We literally have a career that's kind of based on that, where you just take care of babies and kids and stuff like that, but they get to go home, so that's even better. I love this profession, y'all. I love it. I even like how you can get the little van when you like get higher up in the levels. I think it's kind of cool. I love this one. It comes with generations, and it's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna put that one in the always used category. Next up, we have the bot arena. Now, I never use this one. If you don't know what it is, essentially your sim just works to like fix up robots to fight. If you didn't know, Plumbots can actually compete in competitions in The Sims 3, and I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I know there's a rabbit hole for it, but I never had my sims go to it. Yo, I really need to do this for a video because I really need to take a Plumbot and see if they can actually like win a competition. I think that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, your sims basically just fix up robots to fight, basically. I've never used this one, so y'all have to let me know. Is it a really cool career? Like, let me know, because I want to test it out. But next up, we have the business career. Business, I'm gonna put in the sometimes use. So this career is a base game career, and for this one, you don't need any skills or anything like that to kind of rank up. You just have to go to work and like get to know your boss and stuff like that. I've had a couple of sims do it. I like it, but it's not my favorite career in the game, but I think it's kind of cool. But I am just gonna put this one in the sometimes used though, because I don't really use it that often. Next up, we have the culinary career. So this one is going to go in the sometimes used. I really like to have my sims learn recipes and make new foods. I think it's really cool, especially when they read the books and stuff like that. But I just don't ever really have my sims do a lot of the culinary career. And if you didn't know, If your sim maxes out the career, they get like a refrigerator that can keep food fresh forever. And I think that's really cool. I've never gotten it before though. You know what? I gotta have a sim become a chef and max it out so I can get one for my sims. But I do like this career though, y'all. But I just never use it that often. So I'm gonna put this one in the sometimes use. Next up, we have the criminal career, y'all. I gotta put it at the top, okay? It is one of my favorite careers in the game. Very cool. Now, it's kind of annoying because sometimes your sims can get arrested while they're at work and they have to like literally leave from their job to go to the police station and they have to sit there for a while and just, you know, I guess get to know like the inmates, I guess. You know, so it's not like a perfect career. I do like how sometimes your sims can get like decorative items when they come from work and you can just like sell them for like money. So I think that's kind of cool. But you know, it's one of my favorites and I love having like criminal sims that can steal stuff. And also I think it's kind of cool because at a certain level, your sims can learn the sneak interaction where they'll start sneaking around, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite ones, y'all. So I'm going to put this one in the always use category. Next up, we have the education career. So I'm going to put this one in the never use category. I've had a couple of sims become teachers, but like it's not my favorite and I don't really ever use it that often. So I'm going to put this one in the never use category. And then next up we have the film career. This is also a never use for me. I like this career, but I've had like a bug or a glitch where sometimes you'll get like an opportunity to like leave work to go run an errand for someone, but I've had my sim do it, y'all, so many times and it never works for me. By the time they get to the errand and they come back to their job, it just doesn't work. And I don't know if it was the world I was playing in or what, but it just did not work. I don't really like how your sims have to get up super early when they first start their profession to go to work, because I feel like by the time they get back home, they're super tired and sleepy and it's kind of annoying to play around with. But you know, it's a cool career for what it is, so I'll just put this one in the never use category. Next up we have firefighter, y'all. Listen, firefighter is going in the always use category. I love the firefighter profession. It's like one of my favorite ones in all of the Sims 3. Literally, it's like a little mini game because you have your sims go and put out fires. Sometimes they have to rescue sims if they have like debris that fell on them after like an earthquake. Sometimes your sims have to catch like tricky gnomes that kind of like appear around the lot. There's a lot of cool things with this career. It's literally one of my favorite ones. I feel like I play this one the most probably alongside Ghost Hunter, which also, let's be real, Ghost Hunter needs to go in the top tier too, because I always use Ghost Hunter, y'all. Ghost Hunter, basically your sims, they hunt ghosts. It's really cool. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can like exercise spirits and stuff like that. You can like search for spirits and scan, and then if you have a ghost, sometimes you can convince them to go over to the other side. Very, very cool stuff. I love these two professions. These two are like my most used, so I'm gonna put both of these up here in the top. Next up we have the fortune teller career. I never used this one, y'all. I've had a couple of sims become fortune tellers. I think it's kind of cool how you can go around and like tell like sims fortunes and stuff like that, but I just don't ever really use this one that much. It comes with supernatural, but I just don't ever use it that much. Next up we have the architectural designer. Y'all, I'm gonna put this one in always used, okay? I love this profession. Some of y'all might know this already, but I love building houses in the Sims. I love just decorating and just like using a color wheel and stuff like that, and we have a career that's literally based around that. It's like the best thing for me. Now, it is kind of annoying though, because sometimes I think that I do a really good job with, you know, decorating the houses and stuff, especially with like the limit that you're given. Because if you didn't know, you get like a budget and you have like certain things that you need to do for the job. And I feel like I do a pretty good job, but sometimes my clients don't like it, you know, which is a little bit disheartening. But I do like the profession overall. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I love to play it. Like, it's one of my favorite ones. So I'm going to put this one in the always use category. Next up, we have the law enforcement career. I'm going to put this one in the sometimes use. I like to have my sims sometimes be like a cop. It's kind of cool. I like how they have to like go out and dig in trash and like collect evidence on people and they can go and report on it. I think it's kind of cool. At a certain level, your sims will get like a cop car and they can like drive around with it and turn the sirens on. Really cool stuff. So I'm going to put this one in the sometimes use because I don't always use it, but I think it's kind of cool. Next up, we have the magician career. So for magician, I'm going to put this one in the always use, y'all. I love the magician career. Alongside singer, I think I could put both of these up here in the always use. So if you didn't know, Showtime is like my least favorite pack for The Sims 3, but I love the careers. They're really cool. They're kind of repetitive, I will say that, but I do love having my sims become magicians and singers. For magicians, they can like perform tricks and stuff like that. Sometimes the tricks can backfire and it's kind of deadly, but I do love it nonetheless. And also with singer, I love having my sims go around and like perform and do songograms, and like eventually they can perform. I love both of these careers. I'm gonna put them in the top tier. Next up, we have the medical career. I'm going to put this one in the sometimes use. This one is really cool. So it came with the base game, but it kind of gets enhanced if you have ambitions installed. And it's really cool because sometimes your sims will have to leave work and like do like a medical emergency. Sometimes if your Sims are like out and about, sometime a random Sim in the town will like go and get sick and you have to like help them. It's a cool career. Sometimes your Sims have to like go around and give like vaccines to other Sims, or like sometimes like a bunch of Sims will come to your Sim for a vaccine. Pretty cool stuff. So I'm gonna put this one in the sometimes used category because I don't really use it all too often though. Next up, we have the military career. I'm gonna put this one in the sometimes used. It's not my most used one. Your Sims can make a bunch of money from this one, y'all, like a bunch of money. But I don't really use it all too often. But it is really cool and it's a good way to make money. So I'm gonna put that one in the sometimes used. Next up, we have the political career. I'm gonna put this one in the never used category. It's a really cool profession because you can have your Sims do fundraisers and stuff like that and collect funds to like go towards like campaigns and stuff like that. But I just never really use this one that much. And it's really cool. Like if your Sim literally maxed out the career, they become a celebrity if you have late night installed. It's cool stuff. I just never use it that much. So I'm gonna put this one in the never used category. Next up, we have the journalism career. I'm gonna put this one over here in the never used category. It's kind of cool because you can have your Sims go around and interview other Sims. You can have them dig through trash and stuff like that. But I just don't ever use this one that much. So I'm just gonna put this one in the never used category. Next up, we have the investigator profession. This is gonna go in the always used, y'all. I love the investigator profession. It's one of my favorite ones. You know what? The ambitions careers are like probably the best in the game for me. I love this one though because you can go around, collect evidence, dig in trash, you can like solve cases and stuff like that. Some of them are really repetitive, I'm not gonna lie, but they're really cool. So I'm gonna put this one in the always used. And I like how your Sims can also do like the stakeouts and stuff like that. It's really cool stuff. So next up, we have the science career. I'm gonna put this one in the sometimes used category. I do have Sims become scientists from time to time. I've never really maxed it out though. But it is kind of cool because when your Sim gets to like level 10, they can actually perform experiments on items and stuff like that. And I think they can like improve the quality, but I think sometimes they can make it worse. But I think it's kind of cool though. And I had a Sim one time like be able to take like experimental like medicines and they got paid for it. So I think that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to put this one in the sometimes used category though. So next up, we have the sports agent career. Never used this one, y'all. It comes with university. I've just never used it at all. Next up, we have the stylist profession. This is also one of my favorite ones that I use a lot. And this one kind of had me confused for a long time, y'all, because I could promise y'all, for the longest time, every time I would use custom content on the Sim, when I do the profession, the stuff would fail. But then at a certain point, it stopped failing. So I thought maybe it was because of custom content, but I think it was just me. I don't know. But I do love this one because you can give Sims makeovers and stuff like that. You can offer makeovers. You can increase your portfolio. It's a really cool profession. It is a little repetitive after a while because eventually you'll get the same Sims that come to you for like different outfits and stuff like that. Kind of annoying in that aspect, but if you just like doing this kind of thing, it's like really cool. So it's literally one of my favorite ones. Next up, we have lifeguard. I'm gonna put lifeguard in the sometimes used. This would have went into the always used, but I haven't used it in a really long time. But I do like this career though, y'all. I love it. You can have your Sim become a lifeguard. It can go around, patrol the beach, and like rescue Sims from like, you know, drowning and stuff like that. This profession is a little boring at times though, because sometimes your Sims will go to the beach and there will literally be nobody at the beach at all, and your Sim will just be there for hours and hours and hours, just literally just chilling and doing nothing. So it does have its downside, but I do like this profession though. It comes with Island Paradise if you didn't know. Next up, we have the video game developer. Never use this one, y'all. You would think I would probably use this one a lot because I love video games in real life, but no, never really use this one. It comes with university, and I just never ever use it. I don't really think about this one. So your Sims will get the opportunity to join this profession when they max out the nerd social group, but I just never really ever have my Sims get that far with it, and I never really have my Sims do this ever, so I never use this one. And last but not least, we have the music career. I'm going to put this one up here in the sometimes used category. While I think it's cool to have a Sim that is like a magician because they get to like tour around on a bus, they also get to hold like autograph sessions and stuff like that. When your Sim performs, the Sims in your household get like a free pass. Your Sim also gets like a free pass to like theater activities and stuff. So it's like a lot of cool perks with it, but I just never really have a Sim do it all the time. And I think it's like a cool thing to do every once in a while. So I'm going to put this one in the sometimes used category. So this has been my ranking of every career in The Sims 3. Again, this doesn't include like the self-employed careers or like the part-time jobs or anything like that. This is just like the careers from the base game and expansion packs. But anyway, y'all, this has been my ranking video. Now I want to know, how would you rank these? What is your most favorite career? What is your least favorite career? Let me know because I really want to know. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below, follow me on Twitch where I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching.